Hello. We live right by a hospital, so there's always ambulances, sirens in the background. I was listening to something. Oh gosh, that's loud. I was listening to something a little while ago this morning when I woke up. I had another really horrible night's sleep, and I think I went to bed at or got to sleep, but I don't know what time it was. It was I don't know, it was like after 2 in the morning, and then, woke up at like 5:30 a.m. So it's been really hard to get a good night's sleep lately. Anyway, I happened to run across this thing, and maybe I'll even share some of it later. And it really resonated with me. I don't know how long or if and when I'm ever going to stop doing these videos. I don't know, but for now it kind of helps. I don't really have any friends that live locally, and so YouTube is free, so anyway, one of the things that really resonated with me was it's not the fact of what or the who necessarily, because I have accepted it. I have, and but the thing that really kind of attaches me to the whole situation is the injustice of it, the how it was done. And it just, like, the disrespect, the cowardly, just leave me alone, and I'm just going to block you now, and not even face speaking to you, and just slink off into the sunset. Just leave me alone. I'm just going to block you and not even say sorry to you or admit that I handled it improperly or anything. It's that aspect of it that I feel like how dare you treat me so disrespectfully when I gave so much of my life to you. I literally, I gave so much, and yeah, sure, the actual loss of it itself was heartbreaking, but just the way in which it was done with no actual real communication about it. It's just like, what? You're just gonna ignore me and ghost me and block me and blame me for any sort of emotion and reaction about finding out that you're in the background dating other people while you're basically creating something with me, and call it whatever you want. doesn't matter. You're still doing that, you know. And I just sort of feel like it could have been handled a lot better. And you know, just to be like afraid of, you know, it's like so cowardly to just be like, well, yeah, I can't talk to you. And then anytime I've tried to get like a positive ending, a peaceful ending to it all, and then telling me, yeah, sure, I'll talk to you. And then like literally like the next day or two, finding some reason to cancel the agreement. Something I did or said, or going back and looking through conversations and, you know, oh, look here, you said this. So therefore I've changed my mind. Anyway, there's a nice park here. It's, I think some of it's fake grass, but it's been really cloudy and rainy here. In fact, every day it's been like cloudy and gloomy and stuff. Not necessarily raining every day, but my eyes are puffy, my face is puffy, and anyway, what else did I want to say? There was something else. Oh yeah. So anyway, the other thing in this video that I found from someone else, the other thing was like, you know, I know there were other signs that I ignored, you know, but I guess I'm just trying to say that, God, I can't even talk. There's also negative effects that have spiraled from this or stemmed from this whole thing, where I thought that, you know, I thought that negative things being when his latest broken agreement, he showed me some text from WhatsApp that I sent, and it's true that sometimes I have used alcohol to numb the painful feelings, the feelings of worthlessness, the you know, just being discarded like trash and ignored, and it just feels so awful. It feels so bad, and sometimes I would just try to see if I could just like drown that out, you know. And I know I'm better than that, and I know I deserve better. And that's the thing, it's just sort of like, well, you know, after everything, you know, I thought that I would deserve better, a better way to tell me to piss off, you know. And I'll wrap this up. What was I saying? Yeah, so I don't even remember sending that message to him. That's the funny thing. Anyway, I know, and then, there's things that about my health and my finances I've neglected. And, in the whole process of this whole thing, and I've put on weight, and I can't seem to fix anything. And that's just what, I just thought, well, maybe if I got a sincere apology, in time for my birthday, and just, an apology for, doing that stuff behind my back and then leading me on at the same time, giving me the idea that you still wanted me, and we had a future, or, that you were available for that and wanted that too, and, giving me the impression that, that stuff. And then I find out that it wasn't only just one time, it was several months of it. And during December, when I had just been there, and so just bounced straight into going on, trying to find somebody else. And I was told, give me 3 weeks, or give me some time. It was just after Christmas. You said, give me some time to think about my life and sort out my life, and, make some decisions about us. And if you can't give that to me, I'm just going to end things right now. So I said, okay, cool. Don't disconnect though, okay? You agreed. And sure enough, a few days later, you turned off the location sharing app because you had already started lining up your next options. But so I've accepted that it's totally over, and I don't want it either. I just, the injustice of being treated so disrespectfully and doing that stuff behind my back without being totally upfront with me and totally transparent. And after, almost 6 years, it's sort of like, well, it's like such a big fuck you, and you could have just said right then and there what you were up to, what you were doing, instead of, well, I'm just going to do this anyway and not tell her about it, turn off my location sharing so she doesn't ask me any questions about anything, and go see if I can find someone else to, so, that's how I'll end this. And then, when I caught you on a date in March when we were talking and I was trying to help you with some business stuff, after you had just been telling me that week, the few days prior, that you wanted me and we're trying to figure out solutions and all that sort of stuff. When I found that out and you spoke to me and you're all dressed up on your way back home from your date, you could have just told me. You should have told me, days before that, when you had arranged that with that person. You should have just told me, instead of, and I asked you about it on the call too. I said, oh, you're really dressed up. Where'd you go? You could have just told me, and avoided all of this unnecessary disrespectful treatment. And then when I asked about it again the next day, because I woke up paralyzed, I just knew. And then I asked you about it again very nicely. Please be honest with me and tell me the truth. And then you said, yeah, I went out to see a woman, and don't ask me any questions about it. Otherwise, I'm not going to speak to you again. And I'm just going to cut you off. It's just so disrespectful. And then that was it. And I was like, how dare you? And then you just decided to cut communication with me, and it all spiraled out of control from there. At that point, even if you'd just not treated me so disrespectfully and just been honest and forthright and brave about just telling me, so much heartache could have been avoided. I really need to keep it up this way because it's a better angle. Anyway, I know I've got a lot of work to do on myself because I've just things with my health, and I know I'm starting to have symptoms of I don't know what, but I've lost the feeling in part of my, I've got numbness in my part of my hand, and this weird thing sometimes when I'm sitting, this thing develops at the back of my throat, and I'm I don't know what that is, and then just general health and fitness. I need to get better, but I'm really trying to fix every little thing in my life while trying to build my own business and trying to be a good mom and trying to do well at my job. It's, I wish I could just get this one thorn out of my side. Just an apology would be nice. Hey, I'm sorry I did that. I'm sorry I handled it that way. And just end off peacefully. Anyway, I will probably share more about the video. I'm gonna walk back, I think. That I saw later. It was from one of these coaches, and she was doing a coaching session with someone else. But anyway, the stuff that she was talking about really did resonate with me, and that's all. Bye.